So guys, so previous session we discussed about the workday delivered report types, okay, and how you will identify the standard report and express report, and the differences between the standard and express report, and how the requirements are coming. If any changes, how you are going to copy and schedule, we discussed, okay, and what is the limitations of the workday delivered reports, and sometimes you want to hide any workday delivered reports, how you are going to hide the workday delivered reports we discussed. Correct? Perfect. Perfect. Let's move to the custom report concept, guys. So workday custom reports. If user created any reports, we can call it as custom report. Okay. So this is the task name. Create custom report is the task name. Okay. Using this task, we can create the custom reports in workday. Okay, guys. Perfect. So custom reports are 8 different types, guys. Custom reports are 8 different types. Simple report, advanced report, matrix report, composite, trending, fetch, inbox, and transposed. So we have 8 different types of custom report types are available. Okay, the simple, advanced, matrix, composite, trending, fetch, inbox, and transposed. Okay, see now. So what is the task name for creating a custom report, guys? Create custom report. So this is the task name for creating the custom report in Workday. You can see 8 different types of reports are available. Simple report, okay, advanced report, matrix reports, composite report, trending report, search report, inbox, and transpose. Okay, perfect. So we'll discuss. Okay, and what kind of requirement, what report type you are going to create, we'll discuss. Don't worry. Okay, perfect. So that's what these are the 8 different report types. That's what user created any report, we can call it as a custom report. So generally, generic clarifications. What all the possible ways for creating a custom reports in Workday? So what cases you are creating the custom reports? Okay, what cases you are creating the custom reports in Workday? We'll see the requirement. Okay, see, business want to see the list of all terminated employees who can access the company benefits yet. See now? See what cases you are creating. See, if you could not find any delivered report for business requirements, correct? In such cases, we will create the custom report from scratch. Very simple, straightforward, correct? If any requirement you receive from business, okay, you are not able to find any delivered report for the requirement. In such cases, we will create the custom report from scratch. It's pretty simple, straightforward. Okay. The second possible ways. Yes, you could find some delivered report for the business requirement. You could find the you could find the a delivered report for your requirements. Okay. However, business suggested few changes. Yes or no? In such cases also you will create the custom report. Correct? But very simple. In case your delivered report is a standard report, you will create the custom report by using the copy option. Correct? In case your delivered report is an express report, then you will create the custom report from scratch, not for copy option. So these are all the possible scenarios for creating the custom reports in Workday. Just for your clarification. So just for your clarification. See, if you received any requirement from business, if you received any requirement from business, first you will check the whether it is any delivered report is available or not. If you are not able to find any delivered report, no issues. You can create the custom report from scratch. So that is a simple and pretty straightforward concept. The second one is if in case you could identify one delivered report for your business requirement, okay. However, your business is looking few changes for the delivered report. In such cases, also you are creating the custom report. If your delivered report is a standard report, you will create the custom report by using the copy option, correct? If in case your delivered report is an express report, you will create the custom report from scratch. So that's the just clarification. Okay. So what all possible for scenarios for creating the custom reports in Workday. Okay. Perfect, guys. So before creating the custom reports in Workday, you must and should know the reporting key fundamental elements. Reporting a key fundamental elements. Okay. Business object, related business object, and data source. Without these three objects, it is not really possible to create any custom reports in Workday. You must and should aware of these three key fundamental elements. Then you can create n number of custom reports in Workday. Okay, business object, related business object, and data source. Okay, perfect. Let's discuss about these fundamental elements first, and then we'll create the custom reports. Okay, the first one is the business object. The first one is business object. It acts as a table. It acts as a table, and generally all workday data will be stored into business object. It acts as a table. It acts as a table or a record. Both are same name. Okay. Some people are calling table. Some people are calling record. Both are same name. It acts as a table or a record in workday. So generally in workday all the data will be stored into business object. Anybody can speak out in Oracle where exactly the data will store in Oracle systems. Okay, database. In database where it is a table. It's a table, correct? Okay, it should be stored into a database. It's okay. In database where it is tables. Tables or records. Both are same name. In SAP, where exactly the data will be stored? SAP also in a tables. You can check it. In Salesforce, tables only. You can check it. PeopleSoft, tables. Kronos, tables. That's what. All the data, if you enter the data will be stored into the tables. Okay. So in a tables, we have a number of columns. Okay. In the table, we have a number of columns. That's what. See now. You take a good example. This one, guys. See now. You take one table. This is a table, right? Yes or no? It's a table. This is one column. Correct or not? This is one column. This is one column. A collection of columns is nothing but a table. Hope you understand. So that's the basic definition. So that's the basic definition. Okay. So so generally you take this as a good example table. It is a worker table or employee table. See, we have an employee ID column, employee name column, pawn ID column, address, bank account, and salary details. If any one employee joined, you enter the data. Hope you understand. You enter the data. If they click on save button, the data will be going and sitting into business objects in Word. It's a table. For example, you added one more employee, 1005. Okay, Shravan. Okay, add some phone number. Okay, Chennai, add some bank details, okay, and salary. So if you enter the data and click on OK, then this data will come and store here like this. Okay, guys? If you go to the sheet one, it's okay. For example, this is the your page. Okay. Go to duplicate session, hire employee. So you are just creating a new pre-hire employee, first name, last name, middle name, contact numbers. You just click on OK. The data will be stored into business object. Where it will store, guys? Business object. Okay. So that's the basic definition. For example, you don't have the ICICI account. You went to ICICI bank today. You given the all your details, right? You fill all the application forms for the bank account, saving bank account open, right? So he is going to enter your details in the system. You click on the save button, then your account has been created. Yes or no? And next time onwards, that will be a value. Okay. For example, you can see same thing. I will show you one transaction in Workday. Okay. For example, location. Create location. Okay. You are creating the new location. This is the task name. Okay. In case if you want to view the existing location, go to duplicate session. Take one more duplicate session. View location. What is the task name? View location. View location. The existing locations you can view like this. Okay. For example, you are looking for example, Guntur. Do you see any Guntur location? No. I don't see, right? No matches value. Yes or no? Let me add the Guntur location now. Okay. The location name is Guntur. Maybe this is using for business site purpose. Okay. So tell the location for office purpose. Okay. And give the contact number, phone number, address. Just mention the details like this. Okay. From Gandhinagar. Guntur. Postal code. Anyone have idea? Hmm?
Yeah, 522 006.
522.
006.
Okay. You just created the location. Correct or not? Have you saved it? No, right? You just enter the details. If you click on OK, the data will data will travel from the UI server to object management server. Through object management server to it will store into data centers. In data centers, where it will sit? Data, sorry, business object. Where it will store exactly in data centers? Business objects. Be careful. This is okay. You did not click on OK to save, right? You can retry again. See, no matches again because you just enter the data. You did not save it. If you click on OK, the data will flow. See, within fraction of seconds, the data will transfer and store into data centers. In data centers, where exactly it will store? Business object. Now you can see Okay, sorry, did not click on that. Okay, see, now I am able to see the Guntur location, correct or not? The similar way, guys, you went to any bank, you went to anywhere, you just apply the details, correct? Once they enter your details, they click on OK to save. The data is travels, okay? The data travel and store into a data centers or databases for specific tables. Once you enter the data, you can view anytime. Okay? Perfect. See now, this is the a location data we entered. This location data store into location business object. What is that? Location business object. How you will identify it? Go to related actions, go to reporting section, report fields and values. Reports, fields and values. You can see the entire data should be came from which business object? Location business object. Hope you understand. Excellent. Similarly, you are creating one company. You are creating one company. What is the task name? So create company is the task name. Create company is the task name. Okay, guys. For example, you can see all companies you can see. How many companies as of now we have? 892. Okay. For example, I'm looking for Captech Private Limited. Okay. I'm looking for Captech Private Limited. I don't see that Captech Private Limited in this report. Correct? And it means as of now 892 companies are there. Now I am going to create the Captech Private Limited. Okay. Can I create that? Captech Private Limited. It's a company visibility to everyone. Currency is INR. Currency is INR. You just enter the details. If you click on OK, the data should travel from our browser to the UI server, through UI server to object management server, through object management server to it will go to data centers. In data center, where exactly it will store? Business objects. See now, can I click on OK? That's it. Within fraction of seconds, the company has been created successfully. And where exactly it will store? You also don't know, right? Always you go to the transaction related actions, go to reporting section, go to the reporting section, see the report fields and values. The page where exactly it will store, you can get it. Which business object it is? Company business object. So that is why it is very, very important you people must be know. You cannot remember each and every business object, correct? So how you will identify it by a transaction wise business object? Very simple. Go to transaction, related actions, go to reporting section. From there you will select the report fields and values. Report fields and values. You can see where the page has been stored. You will get the business object. Okay. For example, company data will be stored into a company business object. A location data will be stored into a location business object. Employees data will be stored into worker business object here. Okay. And dependents data will be stored into a dependent business object. Okay. So there are so many business objects we have. Let's go to one duplicate session, guys. One more. So this is the task name. You can see the a list of business objects are currently available in Workday. Okay. Business objects by category. Business objects by category. Just click on OK. You can see the total number of business objects currently available in Workday, you can see is 6,856 business objects are currently available. You cannot remember each and everything, correct? And so how you will identify it? Very simple. Go to transaction, go to related actions, go to reporting section, see the report fields and values. So that's the trick. Every real-time person should follow the same trick. Okay? To identify the transaction wise business object. But this is a place you can see the total number of business objects are currently available in Workday, which includes both the HR and finance. Okay, guys? Perfect. In case if you want to see for one particular business object very detailed wise, one more task is available. Business object details. What is the task name, guys? Yeah. Business objects by category is the task name to see the list of all business objects. But coming to business object details, you can select only one particular business object and see that particular business object information very detailed wise. For example, I am looking for details of company. See the company. Click on OK. I could see in company business object what all fields we have. You can see this business object information very detailed wise. I can see 935. Let's take the only delivered. Okay. Custom fields are calculated fields, guys. Okay. Let's take the only delivered fields. 560 fields are completely delivered by Workday. You can see company registration ID, company tax ID, correct? Company address, company owner, okay? All the company related informations, okay? Should be available. All these fields are delivered by Workday. Okay, guys? Let's take one more duplicate session. Let's take the one more duplicate session. Same business object details. Next one is worker. So this is one of the most important business objective for HR system because your 60% of the reports are going to build by the worker business object. Okay. So this is one of the most important business object. Let's take the only delivered fields. See how many fields we have delivered fields? Approximately 3000. Around 3000. Correct on that? Perfect. So this is the most important and very big one. And entire HCM, this is the heart of the business object. See, HR system is nothing but employees data. Correct on that? So employees performance, employee benefits, employee reviews, employee salaries. Correct on that? Employee personal data. See, that's worker associated data. Yes or no? That's why most of the worker related information should be available at worker business object. So this is one of the most important business object. And your 60% of the reports are going to build against worker business object. Okay? Yeah, all the employees data will be stored into worker business object. Okay, guys? The company data will be stored into company business object. Similarly, take one more duplicate session. Okay? Let's take one more duplicate session. For example, dependent. So where exactly the dependent data will be stored? Dependent business object. Because these are all very small. A 200, 150 fields will be there. Okay, not more than that. Okay, for example, let me take this. Okay, uh, can I take any of the employees? You take any employees, guys. So before marriage, your parents are your dependents, correct? Or not? After marriage, your spouse or children are your dependents. Go to benefit section and go to dependent section. Here you can see what all dependents you have. For example, you want to see this dependents where it is coming, go to related actions, reporting section, report fields and values. See the dependent data will be stored into which business object? Dependent business object. Hope you understand how you will identify the data. Perfect, guys. That's what you people can always identify the transactions. Okay? Okay, perfect, guys. So that's the dependent data. Similarly, location data will be storing into location business object. It's very simple, pretty straightforward concept. Okay, perfect. So the pages are designed like this. Once you enter the data into the pages, the data will be travel from UI server to object management server. Through object management server to it will store the data centers. In data centers, where exactly it will store? Business objects. That's what I mentioned very, very clearly. Okay. It acts as a table or a record. So generally, all the workday data will be stored in a business object. Okay. Perfect. See, general small definitions. Column is nothing but a field. Table is nothing but a collection of fields or collection of columns. Okay. See, this is the task name. Using this task, we can see the list of all business objects in Workday, approximately 6,800. 6856, right? Okay, guys. Object details, business object details. Using this task, we can see the only one business object information, a very detailed version Workday. Okay. So this is very, very important note to identify the business objects details by a transactional wise. You should go to always related actions, reporting section, report fields and values. For example, you open the company, go to related actions, go to reporting section, report fields and values. Then you will identify, okay, this page came from the company business object. That's what you need to identify by business object transactional wise. Okay, perfect. See now, example, company, worker, dependent, payment elections, locations. There are so many business objects we have, a more than 6,000 plus, which includes both the HR and finance. Okay, guys, perfect. So this is the a business object. Okay, for example, you got a requirement from business, you must and should know, right, where that information store into which business object. Then only you are going to create a custom report. Hope you understand. Perfect. So business requested some details. What is your first identification? To identify the fields came from which business object. Once you identify the business object, then you are going to create the custom report. That is the reason we requested these details. Okay. So very simple. So let's go to the business object. Okay. So very simple. It's a table, guys. The collection of fields is nothing but a table. In workday terminology, the business object it acts as a table or a record. So generally all the data will be stored into business objects. Okay. For example, company data storing into a company business object. Worker data will be storing into a worker business object. Your dependents data will be storing into a dependent business object. Like that, we have a more than 6,000 plus business objects we have. Each transaction going to store into a separate business objects. Okay. So where you can see those business objects, these two tasks are will help you. Business objects by category, you can see the list of all business objects. In case if you want to see one specific business object information detail, we can go by business object details. Okay, and this is very important to identify the business object details transactional wise. You should always go to related actions, go to reporting section. From there you can choose the report fields and values to identify the what business object this transaction came from. Hope you understand. Yeah, perfect. So for example, recently I worked on one report, guys. Recently worked on one report. So what happened? This is a real-time report. Due to this COVID situation, most of the people connected work from home, correct or not? So some of the employees enter the timesheet. A few employees enter the timesheet, but they forgot to submit for approval. They enter the timesheet, guys, 8 hours, but they forgot to submit it for approval. So HR requested to please identify those transactions, okay, and send an email to employee, CC to the manager, okay. So, for example, you take this Bethel, see, time and options, enter time, which is not allowed. Okay, have some security. Let me try with this user only. Okay, okay. So you work for one project and you work for 8 hours, right? You're working for global support project, okay, and 8 hours you enter, correct or not? You enter the 8 hours. Have you submitted, guys? You only enter. That's it. You did not submit it for approval. Usually, you click on the review button and you can see 8 hours you are submitting, correct or not? And you are trying to submit it. Yes or no? Once you submit it, it shows yes, this has been submitted. See now? It's submitted. It shows submitted. Correct or not? Perfect, guys. So, but some of the people enter the timesheet, but they did not submit it for approval. So, how you will identify those transactions? HR provided only the screenshot. HR only provide the screenshot. Okay, for example, see these timesheets submitted and approved also. But when it comes to be these timesheets, only they enter and submitted. It's okay. But some of the people enter the timesheet, but they forgot to submit. So how you will identify to open the transaction? Go to view details, okay, and go to the related actions. Go to reporting section. Even I also don't know which business object it is. Go to reporting section, report fields and values. Yes, I identified the business object is worker time block. Yes, I use the business object and I created that report and I identify the filter condition. Submission status is not submitted. The status is not submitted. Identify the transactions and then I'm configure the alert against the report to send the email notification to the employees. So that is what you people can think carefully, understand the requirement, how logically you people can think and keep move forward. So that is what you people can so build the process one by one. The fundamentals is very important. How the mathematical 20 tables are mandatory for moving to the next calculations, right? Yes or no? The similar way, the fundamentals are very important for creating a report. Without knowing the business object, without knowing the related business object, without knowing the data source, it is really not possible to create the custom reports. Okay? Perfect. Hope you understand how we will identify the a transaction wise business object. Very simple. Open the transaction, go to related actions, go to reporting section. From there you can see the report fields and values. That's it. Okay guys? Perfect. Guys, we will see tomorrow because this will take 1 hour. Minimum 1 hour it will take because this is the okay. I want to explain the a connections of the related business object. Okay. Online people, anyone have any doubts regarding the business object concept?
Sir, one doubt.
Uh-huh.
Who will create this business object, sir? Or do we allow to create new any business
No, no,
object?
no. These all fundamentals are completely maintained by Google. It is not possible to create our own business object. Okay.
Okay.
Anyone have any doubts related to the business object? We will see tomorrow related business object concept. Okay. So today's topic, anyone have any doubts, guys? Oh, then good. So guys, we will complete tomorrow the fundamentals, and day after tomorrow we can start creating the custom reports. I will tell you the fundamentals of creating the custom report step by step, and we will explain all the properties of each report type. And then once you identified by each report types and properties and the fundamentals, then we can take the real time process to create the custom reports. Okay.